So there's a couple of things you should know about this video before we begin. First of all, I have changed up the backdrop. You can now see some wonderful little cacti chilling out. I managed to kill one of my plants, so got some new guys up here. Second of all, I am perched super precariously on the edge of my bed so that I could get this exact angle. I sat here for a good 5 minutes and readjusted the camera until I got to a place where I thought, yep, I like this setup, not this. My friend Lena is midway through her 40 days of 40 videos for Lent, and she recently spoke about, am I a role model, but also how within that, how YouTube is a kind of fake real authenticity discussion, and part of being a role model is acknowledging that you are one and are not one at the same time, and you are presenting something, and so your performative self is a role model. It was really interesting. I would highly recommend watching it. I'll link it below. And yeah, today was a perfect example of me doing just that, sitting down, rearranging, readjusting, creating an atmosphere and a space for my words so that they resonate more. I love deconstructing YouTube at the moment. You'll notice a theme in this video that I have been thinking a lot about the platform and how we use it and how we interact on it, because it is such a fascinating microcosm. So to start with, am I a role model? The short answer to that is yes, I am a role model, and I'm fully aware of it. And I know that because I've been told it numerous times by numerous people who consider me a role model. And I've been told it for many, many years, probably since I was about 18, which, if you can imagine, is terrifying to an 18-year-old. Do I think of myself as a role model? Yes, I do. That's partially why I present certain types of content that I do, like advice videos. I'm sorry, this aesthetic right now is unreal, like with the mug as well. Oh my God. Shame about the hair, but like, we're working on it. Do I feel that me within myself is a good role model? Arguably no, because as I'm sure you can understand, I am a complex, multifaceted human who does not always do the right thing. And I think almost after making that alcohol video, I realized quite how much of my honesty was now going to be scrutinized. And so I kind of held back more and became more mainstream almost, to kind of, and more polished, to hide away from the fact that I suddenly become a very complex individual online, but also was going to be scrutinized now forever because of that. Sorry, this is definitely going to go off topic, and we are definitely going to have some interesting tangents. There's been a really interesting trend over the past couple of months, I'd say, of people making more down-to-earth, honest videos. And people making more alcohol videos, actually, which I've noticed. I think it's great that people are talking about that, by the way. Be my absolute guest to talk about alcohol online. People have realized that it's very marketable to be real and be authentic. Like, that is coming back, and that used to be presented in the fact that people would put less effort into their videos, I think, and would do easy, relatable challenges to get big, and do kind of games almost. They play games because the relatable element of it was their friendship with a person, their interactions with them, and the entertainment side of it, and being just a normal everyday guy that wants to just hang out with their friends. But now people have noticed that it's become more popular to be relatable through being honest and being emotionally relatable, like on a deeper level. Which is something that a couple of us were already doing. It's like me and Dodie, we chat about our feelings, and that's chill. But I've noticed so much more of this kind of open, honest video from channels that don't necessarily do that. Do I think it's a problem? No. Do I think they're being good role models by doing it? Yes. Do I think they'd be doing it if it wasn't currently getting people views? No. Yeah, I don't know. Back onto the topic. I am a role model. When I made the alcohol video, I began to distance myself and my kind of online persona, and I've noticed it more and more. And that's because partially I've been realizing that this is in some way a contrived platform, and I'm trying to be as honest and authentic on it as possible to combat that. But also, I can't give everything now because I've dug myself into a bit of a hole with the alcohol stuff. I can't then have people invest in my relationship with alcohol. So I overcompensated for a bit of time by being more performative, more structured and more mainstream, to kind of distance me and my personal struggles and my life from the me that I present online. But recently I've been like, fuck that. I don't want to be a lifestyle channel. There's a lot of talk about separating work and your personal life, and I think I'm beginning to accept that you can't separate YouTube from your personal life. YouTube, in the way that I do YouTube, is a lot of my personal life. My personality is the role model, is the thing that I market to brands. Oh God, that's disgusting, isn't it, when you say it out loud? Putting videos online and what I put in those videos is a part of me. I'm sorry, this is gonna be, I've started my period, so I'm a little bit everywhere. I've had ibuprofen and coffee. I'm just like, what's happening? It's just a very strange dynamic to be a performer of yourself and be told you're a role model, but obviously not personally associating with that because you know your full self. Watch Lena's video back. Had a couple more thoughts. Basically, I'm pretty sure that we know collectively, we've established that you see me at my best when I'm kind of performing myself and I get to curate myself in some way. You are only seeing their best bits. You're seeing their show reel, their portfolio. But you know they make mistakes and you know they're multifaceted, and so you accept that and still look up to them and take their best bits and aspire to be the best bits. Also, I've now got J. Cole in my head. Like, no role models and I'm here right now. Can you tell why I'm not a rapper? And Lena concludes that while she's not perfect, she's also not lying. And that's me. That's what's happening. Thank you for watching. This is the first day of Vida. I'm gonna be doing a lot more chats, a lot more music. It's gonna be a real interesting month, I think. Housekeeping, I'm also going on tour with Hannah. There'll be a link in the description where you can buy tickets. London sold out, Birmingham and Manchester are still available. We are doing like a full performance kind of. I think it's gonna be really good to promote her book, Doing It, which is in stores, maybe now. I think it might be out. No, it's out on Wednesday. So look in Waterstones on Wednesday and go and pick up the book. So this was the first dysfunctional Vida. We will find out if I improve and I start bullet pointing my videos. So thanks for watching. I will see you in my next video.